Whatever you're feeling, experiencing, and thinking, your partner's feeling, experiencing, and thinking too. So if you're thinking about going out dancing with somebody else, I can promise you your partner's thinking about going out dancing with somebody else too. The fact that we are not victims of the world that we see, just focus on this idea that in truth, nothing has any power to affect you or impact you at the deepest level. Certainly in the illusion, bodies can be impacted by other bodies, but the truth of you is not a body. So in the ultimate truth, you can't really be affected. In fact, you are cause, and you're causing all the time in your world. And we cause through the mechanism called thinking. So as we think, we are, and as we think, it occurs. And it happens in a way in the time-space continuum that makes it very difficult to see the connection, which is what this structure is for, ultimately, according to the Course. It allows for there to be a lag, and it seems like things are happening outside of us that we have no connection to. It just happened to us, right? And certainly in this world at this level, it seems like that's true, and you could prove it in the court of law. I didn't, ask that guy to come over here and jump me, but according to the Course, every thought you have creates. It causes something. Well, it creates or it makes. It causes something. Every thought. There are no idle thoughts. We talked about that on Wednesday, right? No idle thoughts. And so that is the mechanism generating your world. And it may not seem like it, but that's what's happening. In time-space continuum, like you have the thoughts, they're happening. You don't even realize them. A lot of them are like subconscious. They're just churning away, churning. They're machines generating the movie. And so then even if you are conscious of them, you forget that you had them, or you don't realize, a few days later, weeks, months, whatever, that what showed up is the result of what's been churning around in here. What you already believe and think, how you've already judged it, what you already expect, what you've already projected, that's what's coming back. And so it, again, at this level, it doesn't excuse necessarily anybody else's behavior. We're all dancing in this together. They have their thoughts too, and it's no accident who's showing up, who's available to be the actor in your play, right? They're available because their thoughts are matching yours, right? It's a magnet. You're pulling each other together. When I'm coaching couples, I can almost guarantee whatever you're feeling, experiencing, and thinking, your partner's feeling, experiencing, and thinking too. You think you're opposites and you're in conflict, but they're you. What's happening on one side of the relationship is always happening on some level on the other side of the relationship. So if you're thinking about going out dancing with somebody else, I can promise you your partner's thinking about going out dancing with somebody else too. There's no difference on either side. So, and I use that because it's a really acute way of seeing how this plays out, but it's playing out in every relationship all the time. There's no accident who's here with us today. And if somebody here makes you feel good and you think they're so awesome, well, that's the truth in you you're seeing. You're seeing the truth of you reflected back to you. But if somebody's like annoying the heck out of you, they're talking too much, or they're, bringing up stuff that you're like, why are you bringing this up? You brought this up so many times, whatever. That annoyance is you. You're seeing the lie about you over there. You can't feel annoyed or upset with somebody unless you've projected some image onto them that's a lie, and that's the lie about yourself. So those are the two things. Everything is a mirror, right? We all know that as metaphysical seekers. We've heard this many times over, it's all a mirror. But what is it mirroring?
So you said that when we think something, okay, it says life mirrors what is the truth of us or lie about us. So whatever we think, we create that vacuum. and it's either the truth or a lie about us. Whatever fills that vacuum is the truth or a lie about us. Now, the question I guess I have is, can you balance that? Like Yana Van Zant, she's always saying when she has a thought that's negative, she says cancel, cancel, and she has the opposite thought. Can you do that?
Yeah, and that is what this lesson is doing today that we're going to read. That's the beginning of the undoing of that stuff, right? Getting control over your own mind. The problem is we're so used to not having charge of our own minds. It's running rampant. It's like I always say, it's like a horse and wagon, a wagon and horses, right? You got a dozen horses pulling your wagon. Your wagon is your mind, and it's running all over the place. The reins are laying on the ground, and it's taking you for a ride. It's like taking you through the weeds, down into the gully, over the rocks in the road. It's crashing you into things. So the idea is that there are reins, and if you look down, you're going to see them, and you want to grab them and start to get control. Thank you for joining us for today's quick video of the Course in Miracles Discovery Meeting. If you want to watch the full version and be able to jump into the live stream and participate, please click below and join the Miracle Makers community. We are here to make miracles together, to make miracles happen for you and for the greater community as a whole. So please click below, become a member of the Miracle Makers community. I look forward to seeing you there. Thank you.